3, 2, 1. Let's roll. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Paranormal Vantage Point with Bud and Brooke. We actually apologize because we haven't been on for a while, so now we're back doing another podcast. We have missed each other so much because our schedule is actually being kind of messed up a little bit, so we apologize. We're back, and we're going to keep us rolling. So,
going on lately. Very busy.
So how you been? I know we're both busy though.
I've been good. Lots of crazy stuff going on in my life on top of school and everything.
Right.
But,
I know.
It's all going to get smoothed out. Everything's fine. I'm staying positive, Brookie. So I'm
exactly.
So, how have you been?
My heart. I've been good. I've been switched jobs and working for a new company.
Yeah, is it going good?
It's going awesome.
Good.
I'm not working for a shithole anymore, so no, it's going really good. I'm back in the aerospace field, and
hey, you're closer to
it's
me.
It's going really good. I love it.
If I'm ever home,
I'm like, no bullshit. I am like 5 minutes away from the hen house.
Yeah. So if you're,
I'm like 5 minutes. I'm like 5 minutes behind the hen house. Okay. So you take Hannah,
I know
Hannah Avenue.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just basically right behind U of I.
Close. You're literally like 5 minutes from my house.
Oh, so you can bring me lunch?
Or
I tried.
You can meet me for lunch or something.
Oh, here we go. Okay. I get it.
Shit,
I'll do that.
I'm a single mom and I'm going to nursing school. My bank account is.
Hey, you know I will.
Yeah, things have been going good at the Hannah house, though, dude. Of course, I miss you doing tours with me, and I know Kira's been pretty.
I know. I miss it. No bullshit. I miss it a lot. I really do.
But it's been good. We've people coming in and taking tours. We probably had about 40 people on Sunday, so it was a pretty decent turnout. Especially after Halloween.
That's good.
So, yeah. So
right.
It was good. So
that's good. I'm glad to hear.
What's up with that trip to Lexington? Let's hear about that, man.
Oh my God. That was amazing. That was... Oh man. That was a trip I really needed to do. Holy crap. Okay, both of us are big horror film fanatics.
Clearly.
Okay. So this was the first... I know. So this was the first time I got to go to Scarefest. And I really didn't get to meet any of the celebrities, but getting to walk through the whole place and Doug Bradley, the man that played Pinhead on Hellraiser, my ultimate favorite character movie of all time. And I was like 5 feet away from him. Just like looking over, I was like, holy shit. Do what?
Did you get to meet him?
No, I didn't get to. His line was awfully. He had a huge crowd. He had, and actually, like when I was walking through, Tom Savini looked up, waved at me. Tom Savini actually was the one. If you don't know who Tom Savini is, Tom Savini actually is a makeup artist that did the original Jason in Friday the 13th, and he actually did Doug Bradley's Pinhead. And he actually looked up and waved at me. So that was kind of cool. Jack Osborne was there. And
I've been watching his show. Him and Kelly have been doing a show together. And oh my gosh,
really?
she is gorgeous now. Like, she is really
turned. You know who she's married to?
Who?
And just had a baby with?
Who?
Sid. Sid from Slipknot. Sid,
no way.
God. Oh, shit. What is his last name? Sid,
I know who you're talking
crap,
about.
I can't think of his last name. Sid, he's the
may he rest in peace.
Record Scratcher. No, shit, I can't not think of his last name, but he's the Record Scratcher, whatever we call him, DJ.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
She's married to him and had a baby with him.
Sid Wilson.
Sid Wilson, that's it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She had a baby with him. And
cute. That's like the first thing that popped. Oh.
And he's kind of goofy looking, though, so.
Yeah, I don't know, but a pretty and a goof, you know what? I don't think I'm the best thing to look at, but I know I'm cute. And I
hush.
My baby dad. Oh, Lord. But you look at Veda, and she's probably one of the prettiest little girls that anybody has ever seen. Like, I mean.
Oh, my God.
She's the prettiest I've ever seen.
She is. I love Vader.
Yeah, she's actually.
I have not seen my Vader. I have not seen my Vader in a long time.
Darth Vader, like Star Wars Darth Vader.
I know. I missed my Vader. I honestly miss my Vader.
She's getting over being sick right now. She's been on antibiotics for the past 3 days, so she's feeling better today.
I miss my Vader.
She keeps trying to get like super close to me, and I'm like, no. Like, I am not trying to get sick right now. Like,
right. No, I miss my Vader.
She's doing good. She made the volleyball team. So.
Hell yeah!
She's pretty
awesome.
She's gonna start playing for middle school, so she's pretty excited. So, but back to Lexington.
No, but Lexington went really well. Yeah, no, Lexington went really well. I mean, it was. I got a hotel, stayed the weekend by myself. Yeah, it was an awesome, really weekend. I went to the cemetery, found Jim Varney's grave.
Yeah,
paid my respects.
Man, I tell you what, you really have an eye behind the lens, man.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, whatever.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Your pictures turned out really good. I was like, man, this, like, especially when you posted the pictures of the cemetery. And speaking of cemeteries, I would like to do like a live feed or something like that with the podcast. Yeah. Crown Hill for sure.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell you about a week or two ago. But I'll get a camera. Like, we need to start doing vlogs.
Yeah, I agree.
We started doing vlogs and stuff, like.
I know it's
gonna. But yeah, like go out to Crown Hill.
But
who cares?
That like December to January, I'm actually off.
It'll be alright. Yeah, we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be alright.
I've been on so many ghost hunts during the wintertime, and even though I'm freezing, I just layer up and I'm fine. Like, as long as I keep walking, I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we'll be alright. No big deal. So you did a ghost hunt lately. Where'd you go?
I did go on a ghost hunt. Well, I'm glad you had a really good time in Lexington. I know you really needed that.
No, I had a blast. I really did. I love Kentucky. I mean, it just.
Yeah, you kept sending me pictures, and I was like, damn it! I wish I was there. I'm so jealous, but.
I was telling my niece, even my niece, like, she's a big horror fanatic like me.
Yeah.
And I was like, telling her, because she was like going, Uncle Bud, like, so-and-so was there. I'm like, who's that? And she was like, "Can you get an autograph for me?" And I'm like, and I couldn't even find him.
Yeah.
But oh my God, it was just.
It is so busy. My friend Sam, she used to go to horror conventions all the time. She's met Seth Haig. She's met Bill Moseley. She's met Bill Moseley a few times. She's met Bruce Campbell. She met the tall man from Phantasma. She met.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, you're gonna kill me because I can't even. Richard, no, wait. The original director of Night of the Living Dead.
That was oh crap! I'm having a brain fart. Damn it! That was
I can't even think, but she met him.
Holy shit! It's at the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I know. She met him. She's met Alex.
Oh God! Why can I not think of that?
I don't know. I can't think of it right now either.
George Romero, wasn't it?
Huh?
Wasn't it George Romero?
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it.
Damn, I'm good.
I was wanting to say Richard, and I was like, wait a minute, not the Night.
No, George Romero.
But yeah,
damn, I'm good.
She got to meet him. She's met a lot of people. She got to meet Alex Vincent and my buddy Brandon. No diss, Alex, if you ever watch this, which I don't know if he ever will. Maybe when we get bigger, but he actually was like checking out my friend Sam, like from the booth, because Sam was like all done up, like she had like this like see-through top. She was, going to the gym, like super fit. Yeah, she looked gorgeous.
Well, damn.
And yeah, and he was like checking her out, and like Brandon kept staring at him, like he was like Alex Vincent. He was like Andy was about to get his ass beat. I was like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, no, she got to see him, and I got to meet Alex Vincent one time. He actually signed my Chucky doll, and he put, "You want to play, Brooke? You want to play or whatever?" And put Alex Vincent or whatever. So
the man that actually designed the Chucky doll, my niece met him.
I follow his daughter on because she's kind of like taken on that line of work as well.
My niece met him and had him sign the Chucky doll.
So that would be really cool. He actually made an appearance in one of the Chucky movies. It was The Seed of Chucky. He made an appearance in that, and he's the one that gets decapitated.
Was that the one Jennifer Tilly was in?
Jennifer Tilly's in
Bride. Or is that the Bride of Chucky? I'm sorry.
She's in Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky.
I'm sorry, but she is still one of my major crushes of all time. I
would totally change.
I love Jennifer Tilly.
Would change teams in a heartbeat for Jennifer Tilly. She is like everything.
I'm not joking. Jennifer Tilly is still one of my major.
I don't know what it is, like her voice, like everybody makes fun of it, and I'm like, dude,
that's exactly what it is.
I was like, I love her voice. I love her, and she's a badass.
Yeah,
she's a badass.
Yeah. So I know.
But yeah, so
I love Jennifer Tilly.
But yeah, I would definitely like to go to the next one with you if I have the money. We need to get.
I will pay for you. Well, we need to get a Patreon going so we can, or something like that, or whatever.
GoFundMe for me and Bud so we can go and do a vlog at the next horror convention, man.
We need to set up a PvP booth or something.
I swear. Come on.
Not me, Brooke and the skeptic asshole. That's what we need to do. Make a sign that said, "Come PvP, Paranormal Vantage Point, come eat Brooke and Bud the skeptic asshole."
Watch us argue. It's fun. It's a real treat. So speaking of septic,
yeah, you can.
I went to Randolph County Infirmary again.
I know. I want to know how that went.
Yeah, I went a few months ago, and then I went to the Monroe House, and I went back to Randolph County.
Okay.
You know, and that place has always been.
I still want to go. I still want to go with you, though.
It's pretty awesome. Like, well, we're
I'm not joking. Even though I'm the skeptic, you're the believer.
No,
I still me and you need. That's what. Here's the thing. That's what me and you need to do with this channel. Start going to like paranormal locations. Start going to paranormal locations. Me and you. I'm the skeptic. You're the believer. So.
I know, and we need to do that. But the thing is like this time it really wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I didn't book it. So I pretty much just like paid to be able to go, and like Judy was with me and everything, but it was like it was a little bit bigger of a group than what we normally have, but like
okay, right,
$700 to rent that place out now. $700.
No shit.
I'm not even kidding.
Holy shit! Yeah, crap.
It's a little bit. So, but I mean,
but how many people though? Like, how many people can do it?
We have, I mean, as many as you want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just $700 for the night. We had, I think we had like 13 people. So not like super large, but larger than what me and Judy are normally used to, you know.
Oh, okay. People. Oh, gotcha.
Because usually it's just me and her, you know, or like a couple other people that tag along.
Right. Yeah.
He's started really getting into it. You know, I took him on his first ghost hunt not too long ago.
Okay.
And, it was at the Davies house. I can't remember exactly where it's located, but I didn't have any experiences there, but I actually heard that guys have more experiences there, and comes to find out that's what happened that night. Is him? But
why though?
Him and one of the guys that were down in the basement.
Why did it?
I don't know.
But why did it? Okay, I'm just curious. Just asking.
But that was at the Davies house or whatever. And so anyway, so I went back to Randolph, and again, it was a pretty eventful night. We did a murder mystery dinner there one night. You know, where we kind of like all.
Oh.
And I was by myself. This isn't
okay.
This is when we did the murder mystery dinner, and we all split off. And, you know, I was by myself. Well, I ended up having to, so it was called like Lunatic on the Loose. So there was like whoever was the doctor. So we didn't know where anybody was. We didn't know who was the doctor and who was the lunatic. And
so cool.
And Lunatic on the Loose, and we're in an asylum. So it was very, very cool. But we were all by ourselves, and I was fine up until I seen something walking back and forth, like in the hallway, and I was like, okay, is my mind playing tricks on me? Because I know I hear footsteps. It could be somebody down the hall, somebody walking. So I would like kept my light off, and I was trying to be quiet, and it's really dark in there. So, I mean, I swear to God, but I saw somebody walking back and forth, but I was like, okay, I'm just going to shut up because I don't want them to find me. And, you know, I kept thinking that it was somebody from the group. Nobody was on there.
Was it like a shadow? Was it like a shadow or what?
It was a tall shadow, like one of the guys in our group, like walking back and forth. So I thought it was one of the guys from our group. And
okay,
everybody else was already hidden because there's a buzzer down like where the old kitchen was. So when the buzzer goes off, everybody has to like stay where they're at. You know, make sure you're where you're at.
Oh, okay.
So everybody was where they needed to be. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, there shouldn't be anybody walking out there yet or anything. So I'm like kind of freaking out a little bit because I'm like, someone's toying with me, and I don't like it when people do that. And then the air started getting really thick. It was like really hard for me to breathe, and I don't know, like I felt like my skin felt like electrified, like all the hair on my arms were standing up and everything. So I ended up texting
Like
Judy.
static?
Yeah, I texted Judy and I was like, look, like I'm not trying to be a chicken shit or anything, but I don't feel comfortable being I was like, I don't feel comfortable being up here by myself. Like I don't know if it's
Right.
someone from the group or it's, paranormal related. I was like, but I am getting a really uneasy feeling. I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
So she ended up coming upstairs and she walked in the room and she was like, oh my God, how can you breathe? And I was like, that's what I'm saying. So she felt like I didn't even tell her that I couldn't breathe or anything or the static energy or anything. I didn't tell her anything like that.
Right.
And she walked in the room and she literally had the same feeling that I did. And she was like,
Okay.
she was like, you're not a chicken shit. I mean, she still gives me shit to this day and like joking around with me or
Right.
whatever. Because
Yeah.
like I tell her like, so anyway, so rewind or fast forward to now. She was handing out the envelopes and stuff like that, and she was like, well, do you guys want to do it by yourself? I was like, nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Not doing it by myself. And she was like, she goes, you chicken shit or whatever, just joking around with me. But she knew that
Right.
something was seriously wrong when she came upstairs that time. So she knows that I wasn't just like being scared. It was something's
Right.
me. I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable being alone, so I'll stay in the room, but someone needs to come up here and be here with me because it didn't feel like a positive energy at all. I didn't feel safe.
Right. Right.
So we end up going in groups. So I have my buddy Josh with me, and I've been best friends with him since high school.
Right.
So shout out to Josh Sparks. But yeah, so me and him, we end up, going together or whatever. And I was like, okay, so we can't tell anybody where we're at. So I open up the folder and me and him look at the paper or whatever. And we're down in the kitchen in the old pantry, which literally looks like a big ass vault. Like it's old. So we go down there.
Okay.
We shut the door. We put on our blindfolds, like kind of like a Estes method or whatever. So we put on our blindfolds and everything.
Right.
We have the lights off and everything. We shut the door. We're quiet. We're listening to sound, sight, whatever, like we feel or anything that's going on. Well, we hear someone walking around in the kitchen. Plain as day, someone walking around in the kitchen. And sorry about that. We hear someone walking around in the kitchen.
That's all right.
We can not make out any noise. Like that's the only noise that we can make out. And then we hear someone talking, and I'm like, I don't want them to find us, And I say it real softly so hear us, but I say it kind of like loud enough to where like you could hear it on EVP that's me. Because we had an EVP recorder going at the same time as well. And he still needs to go look back at that because I guarantee you we have stuff on that for sure. But so we hear footsteps and everything. Then it sounds like ruffling around like on the counter and stuff, like someone's moving stuff around. We hear people whispering and I'm like, okay, they're out there. Like we just need to be quiet. So then she rings the buzzer once, we're there and then we start experiencing all that. Then she rings it twice. And then we were supposed to go upstairs. Well, we didn't. I thought we were supposed to wait for the third buzzer. So I'm sitting there waiting with Josh to hear the third buzzer. We're in this little pantry and we didn't hear it. Well, then Judy calls me. So we take off the blindfold and I'm like, I answer my phone and I'm like, well, you guys were just outside there. How didn't you hear us? And she goes, outside where? We're all upstairs. So I was like, okay. Like, and the room where they were all at or whatever is not above where we were at. So I don't know. But we did hear a screech while we were down there. But then we also found out that there was a raccoon that was like, we ended up stumbling across a raccoon that was trying to get in. So I think that the screech was maybe like a baby raccoon or something, because like animal noises, sometimes they can
Right.
like
Yeah.
escape from a person, from a human.
Mm-hmm.
That happened out
Exactly.
at, oh my God, where was it? It's in Newcastle. I can't remember the name of it. It was a really cool place that I used to go to and ghost hunt, but I can't remember. But we heard something.
Newcastle?
It was in Newcastle, Indiana. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts.
I can't think of it.
I can't think of it. I'll think of it later on.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So we had that shit happen, and that was pretty wild. No one else was down.
Okay.
No one else was down in the basement besides us, and then there was Devin and his girlfriend, but they were on the whole other side of the basement. And again, we were all quiet. So hearing the footsteps right outside the door, like we were hearing somebody walk up to the door, and no one was
up to the door.
Yeah, like like right outside the door to the pantry, we heard someone walking around. So knowing that, like after everybody was upstairs and like nobody had even been in the kitchen,
kind
of freaked me out a little bit. It made me feel a little uncomfortable. I was like, okay, well.
So you don't think maybe it could be temperature change or anything like that?
No, it was down in the bay. I mean, I could.
Because you know how some things like expand and retract.
Like I can hear
and
that.
Create
like,
popping.
With pipes, or if there's a lot of wood around or something like that, But
right.
I mean, this is all cemented. This is a basement. It's all cemented in. Like it wasn't. It was
okay.
Shuffling and like walking around, like someone had like hard soles on, like walking around.
Okay.
Yeah. So it.
okay.
Yeah. So it.
Gotcha.
Was, yeah. I mean, it was pretty concrete what we heard. It was definitely something walking around.
No pun intended. Okay. So it sounds interesting.
So yeah, we had that happen, and then we had a lot of.
I should go there with you one time, though.
Oh, for sure, definitely. I will definitely let you know when we book it again, because I always love.
Yeah, let me know, and I'll go with you. Yeah, let me know. I'll go with you.
We've had some people come with us before. Judy's granddaughter's one of them, and they've not wanted to come back because they've seen something that scared the holy shit out of them. So, I mean, the place.
Yeah, but we need to do something kind of like a vlog.
Yeah, it's definitely active there.
Skeptic, believer, and no, we should do that though.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it was a good time. I had a good time.
Well, that's good though. I mean, that's a good thing though.
Yeah. And I like it, that.
Okay, so let's talk about.
What?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say.
No, go ahead.
I like it when I start getting people that are new to the paranormal. I start getting they ask me to help them get their feet wet. Going to places like that. I'm like, me?
Yeah. Right.
And it's just and then they end up having a blast, and they're like, "Oh my God, it was so fun going with you. I want to go again." And I'm like,
yeah.
People come with me and they have a good experience, because there's some people that have came with me and nothing really happens at all, but they still had a really good time with me,
right?
And then they'll go on to another location,
okay,
and they're like, that was awesome, that's what we want to see,
right?
That's what we want to experience. But the fact that they hit me up and they have fun with me, that makes me feel good, and especially that they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because they'll start out and they'll be like, I've had a couple people that'll be like, oh, I'm kind of scared, or, I'm kind of intimidated. And I'm like, you should be. Absolutely you should be, because you're experiencing something and you're hearing something that you may not be able to see. and you don't know.
Right. Exactly.
You don't know what it is. That's the whole spook factor of, the paranormal and, the undead and all that. So,
right.
And I've learned stuff a lot along the way too. I don't taunt.
Right.
I don't provoke. I don't do any of that shit. I don't like it when people do.
Right.
I am one of those people that have messed with a Ouija board, though. So for any viewers that's like, oh, Ouija boards are evil, I personally look at it as just another tool to communicate with.
They're psychological, though. They're psychological.
Yeah,
it's controlled psychologically.
Well, I've used it a couple times.
They're controlled psychologically.
Okay. I mean, there's
Let me tell you how.
There's been a lot of times
Let me tell you how.
It hasn't worked at all. But there have been times.
Want me to tell you how?
How?
Have you heard of the ideomotor effect?
No.
Okay, the ideomotor effect is controlled by your brain. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example here in a second. Okay, basically, when you're using the Ouija board, your brain is already, basically your brain goes 1,000 miles an hour. Right. Okay, so in other words, when you're thinking of a question, it already thinks of an answer. Okay, so your hands already knows the answer. So it's going to go already. Well, it doesn't matter.
How do you
without even you thinking. Hang on, because I'm going to give you an example. If you want to look it up, look it up. Okay, do you know who Penn and Teller is?
No.
The magicians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Penn and Teller. They used to have a show called Bullshit or No Bullshit. Yeah. Or some in that manner. I probably got that wrong. Okay, well, they had a show. They set up a experiment. Okay, where they went to a hotel, took a group of like younger people, and I'm thinking they went to New York, if I'm thinking correctly. I could be wrong with that. And they told them, say, you guys are going to do this Ouija board session tonight. And in this hotel, the man, and I cannot remember his real name, but the man that played Fred on I Love Lucy died in this house, or died in this hotel. He died in this hotel. And I want you guys to do a Ouija board session tonight. Okay? So they did all night long. They were in this hotel, and I think they were in like a hotel room, did a Ouija board session, and had all sorts of freaking shit. All the questions they asked, everything came up about I Love Lucy. Everything. Okay? So at the end of the session, they come forward and said, guys, we lied to you. He did not die here. We made it up. So everything they did was psychologically.
Okay. No, I mean,
so everything they did, so it kind of proved. I mean, it's almost like, okay, like let's say if we do a ghost hunt or whatever, and I kind of tell people, okay, in this room right here, I used to get shoved down the stairs or whatever, and people will automatically think they're going to get shoved down the stairs. So, same thing. It's almost like it's psychologically. So the ideomotor effect is your brain kind of telling your body what to do before everything else. It's almost like even like that trick about you know, like when you tie a ring to a string and you hold it up and you can make it do this, where your fingers are automatically doing that without you even knowing it. Same thing. It's a same effect.
Okay.
See, that's why I love this podcast.
But I've also used
Critical
it
thinker, skeptic.
not knowing anything about a place, and it was moving, but like the answers weren't making any sense. So
exactly because your brain's moving, because it's your brain doing it. Because it's your brain. It's not spirits, it's not ghost. It's your brain. Your brain's doing it.
Okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
To an extent. To an extent.
You don't believe me, do you? You don't believe me, do you?
To an extent.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Me and you has done tours at the Hannah Mansion. Okay? We should do an experiment to tell people blah, 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 this has happened here, this bullshit. Come up with the biggest bullshit on the planet. And see how many people will come up with bullshit answers.
Okay.
I'm telling you. It's controlled psychologically. Don't believe me, do you?
Yes, I do.
Don't believe me, do you? Why do you think, okay, here's the thing though, why do you think magicians, professional magicians, were the best ones to debunk bullshit artists? Like psychics and mediums and all that, they're the best ones in the world. Harry Houdini. Back in the day of that time, Harry Houdini, of all people, was the best one that could debunk psychics and mediums and all that. And he went out of his way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my point.
I love arguing with you.
How can you argue with me? I mean, you can if you want. I don't care. It won't bother me.
Oh, God. But yeah, anyway, it was...
That's why we're so good on this podcast together.
So good. I can't even stand it.
That's what I'm saying. Like peas and carrots.
We go together like peas and carrots. But
see, I got past the point of loving the abuse from you, though.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
What do you mean? I don't abuse.
Nothing.
I don't abuse. I'm nice. I'm sorry. Do you have something you gotta say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Bullshit. There's been times you have actually blown me so much fucking shit. It's been unreal.
There's been a couple times on podcasts I'm like, God, Bud really didn't know what he was getting himself into. Probably hates me.
That's no bullshit right there.
No, I just keep it real. You know, and I try to tell people too, I'm like, you know, when they hear that, you know, I'm a paranormal investigator and stuff like that, and they ask me about my experiences, they're like, oh, well, I've had a couple of people but like laugh at me and be like, oh, that's bullshit. I'm like, that's fine if you want to believe that, you know, but you don't have to be nasty.
Right.
It, you know, like, but.
Well, see, here's the thing. When I say, but why I've always said I'm a paranormal investigator, I'm on the other side of the spectrum.
Right. But
I'm kind of like.
You're not nasty about it, though. That's the thing, though.
No.
You you. That's what I'm saying. That there's people that are just like straight up nasty. But like,
well, see, that's why I started this podcast. I mean, because when I started interviewing people, when I started interviewing people, I don't give a shit. Okay, like I swear to God, I'm going to get him back on, and you're going to love talking to him. You will love. I swear. I mean, I'm not bullshitting when I say this. Rich Valdez, demonologist. Like I've known him for a very, very long time. We were colleagues. We worked together. We did cases together. And the team I used to be on was a part of the Paranormal Clergy that was founded by Bishop James Long. And it was ran by Kat Lang and Rich Valdez. And here's the thing, when I had Rich on the podcast, and I started out with a joke. I was like, everybody fucking went. Oh, this is going to be awesome. A demonologist going to skip this podcast. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody went there. And Rich started laughing, and Rich went, dude, nobody knows that me and you were together a long time ago. And I went, yeah, I know. And the cool part about what I'm trying to explain is, like, the team we were on, the team I had, or the team we all had, it was kind of cool because we were skeptics. We were the critical thinkers. We were that team. So when we did a demonic case, we were the ones that found the red flags. We found the bullshit part of it. And then all of a sudden, when we did our investigations, and when I say investigations, I mean investigations. We did investigations.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, then I would call Rich and I would say, dude, this is what I think is going on. I don't think nothing's demonic. I don't think nothing paranormal. I don't think. Then he would be like, oh, okay, all right. And I mean, that's where my thing went back a long time ago.
Right.
And that's how I got started. So that's why I hope when Rich comes back on, you're a part of that. And I want you to talk to him as well, because
definitely. He
is one amazing guy.
Yeah.
And I have a shit ton of respect for him. He is like very, very intelligent. And I'm not bullshitting when I say this. I mean, I've got, no bullshit. I mean, it just, and I'm so blessed that I got to do that with him a long time ago. I mean, honestly, I will honestly say that.
I've met as many people as I have, being in the paranormal field. I mean,
yeah,
it's just.
And I retired from it. I mean, I got out of it. I retired.
Right, but I mean,
and no bullshit. I got out of it a long time ago. I really did. Like, I retired. I said I'm done with it.
But you gain family and friends along the way. You know what I mean? So.
I sure did. Yes. And that's why I kind of do this podcast, because like I even told Rich that on the podcast I did with him, and I said,
everybody connected.
Do what?
Like to keep everybody connected.
Yeah, I mean, the paranormal teams that I was a part of, I mean, man, I'm not joking when I say this. I mean, I gained like a family, I mean, the people I was a part of with, I mean, it was just, man, it really was like a family, because, I mean, when we went on investigations, when we did our cases, when we did what we did, I mean, like, we took our times out of our lives to do it. You know what I mean? Like, say for example, like, I mean, like, Saturday pops up and you have something else to do, but yet, guess what? You got this to go do. You know, and I mean, it takes a lot out of your life. And that's,
you know, like I have stuff I got to do, you know, in the morning, bright and early, and I have to finish doing homework for school, you know, after this. But
right.
My thing is I want to, like, it's been too long. It's been too long. I miss you. I miss the podcast. I miss, you know, doing.
I miss you too. I really do.
And we have a Q&A tonight too, and I'm really excited to do that before we wrap up. Like, that's.
But I mean, but back to what I'm saying. But back to what I'm saying. I mean, and when I said I'm retired, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I started everything with my second wife. You know, and me and her, we had great times with it, and we really did. And I don't want to put her on blast or whatever, or I'm not trying to do that. But me and her had some good times doing it. And not only that, not just me and her, but me and Natasha, me and Shanna, me and, you know, I mean, it was like a family.
Right.
And I mean, it really was. It was like a family, like we were tight. You know, and
bond.
So when I did the podcast, so like all the years, I just let it go. Like I said, you know, I don't want to do it no more. Like, I'm retired. Like, and all of a sudden, a lot of people, and I didn't think of this on my own because a lot of people were going, dude, you know, you really need to start something, start a YouTube channel, start something, you know, and like, so all of a sudden it was like, maybe I need to do a podcast because people were asking me to do it. And so it's kind of like, you know, maybe I am retired, but
you're not.
Even though I'm the skeptic asshole, but I know, but it was like, maybe I just need to, like, reach out to other people, you know, like, not do what I do, but, you know, like, for example, when I had Tim Shaw on, man, he's a great dude, great guy, man. I mean, just one freaking amazing person, you know, and he's got this haunted collection. I kind of, you know, even though I'm a skeptic, but it was so cool. Like, he was like my second episode. And I'm still new to doing the podcast. I'm still new to doing interviews. And I was so scared. I was like fucking nervous and like, holy, like, oh my God. But he was like so amazing talking to him. And he just, at the end of that interview, I will never forget this as long as I live. He went, brother, keep this going.
Yeah.
Just keep us going. And I went, wow. And I mean, my heart went, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, and I mean, even after that, I went through like a really bad, not really bad in my life, but I had to put the podcast on hiatus. You know, then all of a sudden, like, I got the tours back going at the Hannah Mansion again. And I asked you to be a part of it. I asked Kara to be a part of it. And I was like, I just need to do the things I need to, like, I love, you know? I need to do that again. I need to bring that back in my life. And that's why, you know, that's why I do what I do. That's why, you know.
Well, and I mean,
you know, I mean,
like, oh, I'm retiring from paranormal, but that is a part of you. You know, that was a big part of your life, and that's why you continue to do this.
It was a huge part of my life. It was a
right, and that's why you
huge part of my life.
And you know,
yeah.
Well, I mean, but it still is because you're doing the podcast, and I think it's great what you've started, and I'm glad that you had me be a part of it. So. And our view, and I believe,
you know, I believe deep down in my heart. and I believe deep down in my heart, I've known you, like I met you a long time ago. I met you years ago.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it was like, you know, but here's the thing though. It was like, I just something told me to say, you know, ask Brooke to do tours with you. And I'm not bullshit. Then I said, you know, then I remember writing you saying, do you want to be my co-host? Because I never wanted a co-host. I wanted this thing to be all me.
Yeah, and
I wanted to be a selfish asshole.
I was like, at first I was like, I don't know if I want, because like I'd even talked to you and I was like, I don't know, I'm so busy with school and everything. And then you actually sat me down and you were like, if you can't do it one night, we don't have to do it that night. We can work around it.
Yeah.
Know, like, work with your
schedule.
Okay. Then we can, and I even, because I mean, there's been a couple of podcasts where we have literally talked for like 2.5 hours, and I'm just like I told
we talk about shit that doesn't even have to do with the paranormal.
The very first podcast, I think we talked for 2 hours.
Shit, we were talking about the Young and the Restless one time.
We did.
Hell, we got talking about fucking Victor and shit.
We did. It was, you know what, though? It was fun. And, like, even though...
So that's what I'm fucking saying. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it just, you know...
I'm just glad that you're cool with it and you're able to, like, work with me with my schedule. Because, like I said, I mean, like...
I know. But here's the thing, though. You're a single mom. My heart goes out. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. My heart, I've known you for a long time. And there's reasons why I wanted you to do tours with me. And because I knew where your heart was. I could feel it. I just knew it. You know, maybe it's when people say I'm empathic, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't frickin' know. But I just always had a feeling like I was like, you know what? I know where this girl's heart is. And I need to bring her, I just need to bring that in. And when I asked you to do this podcast with me, it was like, and I just knew it. I was like, you know, let's just, you know, have fun with it. You know, let's just do what we do.
And look at us.
You know, I mean, I love you to death because I know you're a single mom. You're a single mom. You're going to school. You're going, you know, you work at a hospital. And you got Vader. And I'm sorry, but, you know, so it's like, so, I mean, it is what it is, you know, I mean, so.
Yeah, I mean, well, and I mean, you know that I've always been into the paranormal, and I mean, and it doesn't even have
right.
to do with ghosts. I mean, we've talked about UFOs and shit, you know, I mean.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's where, you know, this podcast can go anywhere. I mean, I don't give a shit.
The psychological standpoint of it all, you know, like why you have the beliefs you do. You know, I'm interested in a lot of the stuff that you have to talk about. But
right.
You know, I mean, and that's why I think we are a good dynamic because I'm able to.
We're a good dynamic.
I'm able to actually like sit and talk to you about like our thoughts on things, and we'll go back and forth, but we're able to like hold a conversation on it without.
But here's the thing, but what a lot of people don't know, that 9 times out of 10 we're just joking around though. When sometimes people think we're serious, like when we mess with each other on here, and.
Oh no, we're totally joking. Sometimes.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't know that, though. A lot of people think that it's... No, it's like, no, we're just joking around. We're just messing with each other. But I love it. I'm not joking. I love every bit of it. And even though I think I retired, and I don't have any regrets retiring from it. I don't even... Because it took a lot out of my life. It really did. And when I was talking to Rich, and he actually made my heart warm up. I mean, no joke. I mean, he made my heart. And he goes, Bud, I wish he was back with us. And he goes, we kind of need you back.
I love that.
And he goes, we need that. And I was like, I mean, honestly, man, I mean, that meant the world to me. It really did.
Yeah. Well,
you know, because I mean, the one thing the paranormal community,
anytime like Judy, like,
because the one thing the paranormal community I think lacks is honesty.
You keep talking over me.
What are you doing to me? No, I'm just joking.
I get it though, what you were saying, like with him. You know, Judy, anytime she books a place, you know, I'm the first one to communicate with me. Like she'll reach out to me before she does anybody else. And it's because
she's a sweetheart.
Well, she has her feisty side, but
I know, but every time I've talked to her, she
is a very
she's a sweetheart,
loving person.
She's a sweetie. She's a sweetheart.
She does care.
Yes, she's a sweetheart.
I mean, she is definitely one of my bestest friends.
She's a sweetie.
I love her.
She's a sweetie. I actually met her a long time ago.
Yeah, you met her before
I met her a very long time ago.
Yeah, you met her before me.
Yeah, I met her I think I met her. Hang on. I think I met her. Oh, shit. Hang on. There was a place outside of Cambridge City. Out east. And the same dipshit that started Black Moon Manor, biggest douchebag of all time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sorry, but scam artists in the paranormal community, I hate them. Can't stand them. They need the shit beat out of them.
There's so many of them.
They need their teeth kicked in. I know. They need their teeth kicked in. And he found the same dipshit after the whole Black Moon Manor thing went down. And the dude got called out by Zach Baggins of all people, hey. the king of all hoaxes.
Okay.
The king of all hoaxes called this asshole out, and so this same dipshit, found a house outside of Cambridge City and called it the House of Josiah, and came up with another bullshit story just like he did with Black Moon Manor, and got called out with that one, and it got ousted. So after that, somebody else took it over. I think 2 cops or whatever. One of them was a big douchebag. And we helped out with like an event there. And I think that's where I met her at.
I'm going to make you a shirt
that I'm thinking
everybody's a douchebag. It's all a hoax.
It is.
I'm going to make
it practically is.
I'm going to make you a shirt on my Cricut. That's all right.
It is true, though.
It's getting to be 9.
But it's true.
Sometimes, most of the time, yeah. But it's getting to be 9:15, so let's start these question and A's, man.
Okay, do you want to do the Q&A?
Let's do it.
We didn't talk about the crazy plane lady yet.
She's a douchebag.
Or do you want to say that?
It's a douchebag.
It is all a hoax. It is a hoax.
We could definitely jump.
I have proof.
Yeah. I mean, well.
I have proof.
She said it was.
I know. Okay, so you want to do the Q&A?
I still was disappointed that it was, though. I was hoping that like some new shit would like pop
I'm
up.
telling you.
You called it. You called it.
Okay, here's my point. But here's my point. You goddamn right I called it. Right. How does TMZ find her? Okay, you know me, I travel. I go to airports. Airports are completely filled with people. Completely. How does TMZ find her in a different airport and ask her, so what did you see on the plane?
Yeah.
And I'm going, okay, so you dipshits reported the story first. And now you find her in a...
If I seen some shit like she's seen...
It's a hoax.
I would not be flying again. Like, I wouldn't. So... Like,
she's a marketing... Here's the thing. She's very attractive. Very attractive. But not only that, but she's a marketing executive. I'm telling you what she did.
I am telling you
what she did
right now.
What she did.
Not real. She is not real.
What she did is a hoax.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you, you mark my word, give it another month or two, she'll pop back up. She'll probably be on some, like, another show or something. I don't know. But I'm telling you, she isn't going away.
She's going to be on our podcast, dude.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
She's bougie. We'd have to offer her like some money or some shit. I don't have time for that. All right, Q&A. Let's go.
Will she take something else besides money?
Oh.
I'll do a sexy dance video.
Oh. Send it to her.
In a Santa hat. Yeah.
Hey, plain lady.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby.
Okay, let's do the Q&A.
Q&A, dear. Let's go. Shoot. First one.
Okay, hang on. Let me find it. Okay, because I have to get rid of the picture here, so... Give me a minute. Oh, I can't find it. Well, yeah, I can, but give me a minute.
So Shane just posted that he got a telescope. I got a telescope too. Mine's pretty badass. So I haven't used it though in a while, man.
Do what?
Shane just posted that he got a new telescope. Pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
And I said, I have a telescope and I haven't used it in a while. It's starting to collect dust. I need to start doing something with it.
Yeah, Sarah used to do that. Dude, especially her dad's big in astronomy, so.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I used to use mine all the time when I first got it. So.
Oh, okay.
But I'd
I
like to
can't
hang
see it right
out.
now because I got the questions.
Oh, it's okay. I would like to take it out like to the country, like away from the city, so I can see the stars and stuff better
I'm
there.
out here, like out here, like we're away from the city.
Only if you smoke some brisket or something, dude, because
Do you know how long it takes to smoke a brisket?
well, then I guess we'll
12
just
hours. So you're going to have to hang out with me for 12 hours.
we'll just get we'll just drink beer and smoke brisket and look at the moon.
So is that an offer?
No, oh no, dude, we definitely need to hang out. No, I'll bring
Is that an
you.
offer?
It's an offer. Let's do telescope brisket.
Okay, you come out here. We'll drink beer and we'll drink beer. I'll smoke brisket. I'll smoke brisket. We'll stare at stars.
Yep, through my cool ass telescope.
Okay, you ready? Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, here's the thing. When I ask the question, you go first. Then I'll ask. Then I will answer after you.
Okay.
So we'll believer, skeptic. Okay. Okay. Question number one: would talking or watching about paranormal experiences make you more vulnerable to spirits being drawn to the person?
Say it again.
Okay. Would talking or watching about paranormal experiences make you more vulnerable to spirits being drawn to the person?
Um, I mean, I would say yes and no. Um, because I'm okay. For example, like if I go to a supposed haunted location, and
Okay.
a lot of people like to hear about other people's experiences. Me, I am not one of those because I want to experience something.
Okay.
I feel like if you hear other people's experiences and then you go to said location, you are going to expect to or think that you're having those same experiences. And you may not. It may be your mind playing tricks on you or your eyes playing tricks on you because your mind's making up
Oh, okay. Great answer.
that you
Okay, that's awesome.
hearing
I
or
like that.
yeah. And so I think that your mind plays a lot of tricks on you too and makes you believe what you want to believe or see or hear or smell or whatever. I mean, the mind is a very powerful thing. So I mean, I feel like it can,
That's why, like when I talked about the Ouija board, that's why when I talked about the Ouija
which is
board,
why I said I
same thing.
definitely agree with you like 90% on that one for sure.
Yeah, I
But I
know.
mean, it's
Yeah, I
not
know. It's okay.
it's not something that I think is demonic. I think that I mean any piece of equipment that you use can can attract something negative. I mean, you don't know where you're at. You don't know what you're communicating with. You could already be communicating with something bad. So I don't think that I think it's just how you use it and especially how you use yourself. Like, because I think personally, yourself is the best equipment that you can use going on an investigation
Okay.
or a play.
I see what you're saying.
But like me personally, I do not like to hear other people's experiences. Now, I mean, I like watching like the shows and stuff like that. But like if I go to a location, I don't want to hear about people's experiences or anything. But then like if I have
Okay.
an experience and then someone comes in and they're like, "Oh, that happened to somebody, like a couple weeks ago when they were doing this."
Right.
And I'm like, "Okay, then that's some
Yes,
concrete."
exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think that it does make people vulnerable to believe what they want to believe. I think that
Correct. Okay.
I think now I do think that there's like objects and stuff like that that could have like an attachment with something that could um, make people like vulnerable to being not necessarily like possessed, but like have something like attached to
Right.
them from that object. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah,
Right.
I mean, I do think it does make people vulnerable. Like if they watch or hear or listen or see somebody else's experience, and then they go into
Okay.
location and expect something like that to happen, or they watch a scary movie or something like that, and then afterwards they're like, oh well, something was happening crazy afterwards or whatever. I heard a bunch of people saying that shit with the whole demon house movie
Right.
that Bayans did, because it was like,
Yeah.
spirits can come through. And don't get me wrong, I do think that, spirits can come through or whatever, as far as, through an object or a movie or EVP or whatever, talking or whatever, I mean,
Right.
it's electromagnetic fields. But at the same time, I think that it all depends on the person, and if they're wanting stuff like that to be drawn in, their mind is really going to have an effect on that person. So I do think that it does make them vulnerable.
Okay. Okay, good answer. Yeah. Okay, my answer. When I first started investigations, that was like the height of the paranormal TV shows. Like the height of it. Like when Ghost Adventures was really, really, really getting popular. Ghost Hunters was popular. And those were the first TV shows I think that really started launching paranormal TV, which, like I'm not knocking it. I'm not going to bash it. I'm not. Because it's TV shows, it's entertainment. It is what it is. And I'm not going to knock it. I don't want to bash it. But
and I agree with you on that. It is for entertainment purposes. It is.
Okay, but here's the problem. And when I first got into investigating people's houses, like home investigations, and when those TV shows first started getting popular, the one thing I noticed, we were busy like crazy. And so I think the TV shows, like when people started watching the TV shows, their minds and their brains were getting overloaded. Everyone's houses were getting haunted, even though they weren't haunted whatsoever. None.
And the thing with
none
is
none.
Right. Well,
and
I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, because people will be like, "Oh, my house is haunted," and it's like, "Okay, well, what's going on?" And they'll be like, "Oh, well, noises and this and that," and I'm like,
I'm hearing footsteps. I see shadow people. I see, and it was like with every one of them. I mean, it was So
more than 99. Well, actually, no, more than 100% of the time, there is a logical explanation for it. So,
but my point, the height of the TV shows, people's brains were getting overloaded, and so once everybody was watching these shows, was getting hooked into them. Okay, so the more they got hooked, the more. Holy shit, my son. Oh my god.
Yeah. It makes them vulnerable to it. Yeah, so.
Yeah. So okay, so question number 1, thank you for asking that, because that gave me a chance to say during my investigations, natural explanations.
Yep.
People are vulnerable to TV shows. People are vulnerable to believe what they wanted to believe, which is fine, whatever. Okay, more power to you. But I used to blame the TV shows a lot for people for believing what they want to believe, when I used to be the one that would try to tell people, when I used to do my investigation, it isn't what it goes down. That doesn't really happen.
Right.
It's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's TV. It's TV. Okay, people, get over it. So it is what it is. I mean,
hey,
but I'm not going to knock the TV shows because it's almost like soap operas. It's almost like.
But it does make you. Hey, we actually agreed on something.
Correct. Yes.
Question number 2.
Okay, question number 2. Do you think spirits can affect mental health and physical health like illnesses?
Yes.
Okay, I can answer this one really well.
I mean, it kind of goes back to, so yes and no. So yes, because it kind of goes back to, does it make people vulnerable? So, if you're getting, like you said, people watching TV shows, their mom is getting overloaded, like, oh, my house is haunted, this and that, and they're like, oh, I started having bad headaches and stuff like that. You're overthinking it. Of course you're going to have headaches. Of course you're going to start feeling ill because of those headaches, said headaches or whatever.
It's almost like having a placebo effect.
Yeah. And so I agree with it there.
Like a placebo.
I've also heard of skeptics walking into a situation, where they don't know anything about a place or whatever, and they end up falling ill. I think that some of them
I've never heard of that one.
I have. Well, I mean, again, it's, TVs or it's been documented or whatever, so
okay.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. Like, I guess I'd have to be there or whatever. But,
okay.
Or like I've looked up, vloggers, YouTubers that have had experiences like that. And then they've ended up being fine. But I would say yes and no, but I would lean more towards, yes, but I think that it more has, I think it's more psychological to why they get sick. Me personally, like if I've went into a situation, yes, if the energy is heavy, it's hard for me to breathe, or I can get a headache, or if I'm overstimulated by stuff. But I don't feel like it's necessarily making me physically ill. It's just a lot of energy. I don't think that it causes me to have certain issues or whatever. Now, I have had people in my group have certain issues pop up after investigations before I joined that Judy did tell me about. And whenever we get her on the podcast, I'd love for her to discuss that.
Yeah, we'd love to. Let's get on her. Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on that because I've heard of a lot of people. I have never seen that actually happen. Besides, like I said, going on during investigation,
the one
or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of like back.
How I can answer that one though, because I've done a case where the client was suffering from schizophrenia and she didn't take her medication correctly.
Yeah.
And it made her think that she was seeing different ghosts at different times. It was a sad thing to go through. And yeah, it was hard. It was hard for me to do. It really was.
So it wasn't that she was being affected by a haunting. She was
correct.
The haunted.
Her illness, her mental illness, was thinking she was seeing ghosts.
Right.
So that's what I experienced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just
question.
Me and you base it mostly off of like our experiences, and like if we've never really had an experience,
correct,
that it's kind of hard to answer that question. I've heard of people being affected by it physically.
I will agree with that.
But me personally,
I will agree with that one. Yeah.
Me personally, I have not. Now, like, I've had a flood of emotions before and stuff like that. And like I said, like if I walk in a room, like and the energy's thick, it's like hard to breathe. But I don't feel like it's necessarily like emotion wise and stuff and like physically affecting me. Yes, but I don't feel like it makes me physically ill. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of
Okay.
like back on that one, like you are. I mean, I haven't
Okay.
even
I agree. Okay.
so.
Okay. Question number 3. What is your theory? What is your theory about ghosts in alternate dimensions?
That's a pretty deep question. I feel like we should.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
kind
I
of.
feel like we should kind of save that for because that could be. I don't know.
Let's skip it.
That's yeah.
Okay, let's skip
But
that one.
we're gonna.
Okay, I agree.
That's actually a really good topic because that like also goes
Because
into like
we can go in different directions with that one.
yeah. I mean, well, like I said, I mean that can lead into a UFO conversation. You know what I mean? Like or just you know. I mean that.
Bingo.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to save that for next
Uh huh.
podcast for sure.
Okay, let's skip. Okay, let's skip 3. Okay. Um,
Is that ever coming up to
question
Theta?
number 4. What if
I
any?
love Theta.
Okay. Okay. What if any is the difference between a haunted house
Okay.
or one that has paranormal activity?
I'm sorry. Ask again.
Okay. What if any is the difference between a haunted house or one that has paranormal activity?
Mm,
That's kind of a tricky one.
I feel like it's. I mean, I would look at it as the
Even
same.
as a skeptic, that's kind of
I mean, I don't know. I guess you could kind of go both ways with that though, because I feel like people could be haunted.
like what? Like what would you consider a haunted house? Like what would you consider a haunted house?
If there's paranormal activity going
Because
on,
I
you know.
think paranormal activity. Because I think paranormal activity can be natural explanations. But
But
what would you consider a haunted house?
um, I think it depends on the person, really. Because I think that people can be haunted. You know, I mean, if someone like if there's a family that's going through a lot of trauma or has had a lot of like domestic issues and stuff
Would
like
you
that,
consider that a poltergeist?
I no, I think that that family would
Even though I
definitely
think
give
that's
off
bullshit.
some negative. I think it would give off some negative energy in the house and probably cause
Okay.
some things to happen. You know,
Okay, so okay, to the question though, what would you can what's the difference?
I don't really see much of a difference. I feel like it's kind of the. I don't know. I feel
I
like
don't
it's
either.
kind of.
Like
I feel
because
like
as a
it's.
skeptic
I mean,
though, I can't answer that one.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's kind of the same. I mean, I feel like it is the same because, like, if you
Because
look at
you're the
all,
believer because as a believer you would think both would be the same.
yeah, I mean, I feel like people can feed in negative energy and stuff like that. So, not necessarily the
Okay.
house was haunted to begin with, but they could probably
Okay.
their negative energy could like feed surrounding shit in. I don't
Okay.
know. I mean,
Yeah.
either way, a haunting is. I mean, paranormal activity will start happening. If it's a haunting,
Okay.
there's paranormal activity. Paranormal activity to me would be like stuff moving around, like poltergeist activity. Um,
Okay.
a haunting necessarily, it could be like hearing whispers or seeing apparitions and stuff like that. I feel like a poltergeist is probably a poltergeist. I don't know, like it. Maybe they wanted to word it like a poltergeist and a haunting. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a
Okay.
poltergeist,
Yeah.
stuff's getting moved around and stuff like that, and it's more toying with
Right.
you than a haunting
Okay.
is someone passed away in this house or something happened to someone in said house or location, and now that it's
Okay.
like they're like they're wanting to stay there, like kind of like a residual haunting. You know, they feel like they still live there. they probably look at you as the ghost.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Okay.
So I feel like that can go a lot of different ways too. I don't know. So.
Right. Okay. Okay. Next question. Why do you think some people see ghosts and others don't? Okay, as a skeptic, I can answer that one. But you go first.
No, you go ahead. I want to hear your answer actually first.
As a skeptic. Okay. From previous cases I've done, when people say they see shadow people or whatever, 9 times out of 10, most of the cases I've done has to do with sleep paralysis. When you look in your vision, like when you see something, and 9 times out of 10, people always see everything out of the corner of their eye. When they say, "Oh my God, I see shadow people. I see this. I see this." It's always out the corner of their eye. It's never head on. Right. And I'm just talking about my cases. I'm not talking about everybody else's. I'm talking about mine. So nobody get their panties in a wad.
Nope.
Okay, so when people say, "I see this. Oh my God, I see this. I see this. I see this. I saw this ghost. I saw this shadow person. I saw this." It's always at the corner of their eye. It's never head on. Okay, so our eyesight, okay, our peripheral vision, how does it work? It does this. Okay? Our vision does that. So when people say, "I saw something in the corner of my eye," it's technically not in our vision. It's technically not head on. So,
but that's people seeing stuff out of the corner.
Okay, so let's go back to sleep paralysis. Okay? So 9 times out of 10 in my questionnaire, when I go everything with the client, and I say, "Okay, so when did you see this?" Whatever. Oh, I was waking up. 9 times out of 10, I was going to bed, or I was waking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so sleep paralysis. The brain. Okay, so when you're going to sleep or when you're waking up, your brain is not 100% awake. Okay?
Yeah, coming out of that REM cycle.
So sometimes, 9 times out of 10, we can be still in a dream state. Or we can still be in a state of whatever, sleep or whatever, and still not be fully awake. And still think you are awake, but yet you're not. And you saw something, but yet you didn't. Okay? So those were the things that I witnessed in my investigations.
Right.
So that's how I can answer that one. But as of people, I think seeing ghosts, as of people seeing ghosts, I don't think they did. I really don't.
And that's fine if you don't believe me, but I didn't see it out of the corner of my eye.
No, I mean, it's not that I don't believe it's not that I don't believe anybody. It's just I'm just going by the investigations I've done and the data I've collected. Yeah.
So there have been times where I thought I'd seen something out of the corner of my eye, but I just kind of dismissed it because I was like, could have just been, something, out that I don't know, whatever. But the 2 times I have seen something, there was only one time I seen because there's investigators that'll be like, "Oh, I've seen an apparition here, and there." Okay, I've only seen an apparition when I was asleep and scared the shit out of me, and it was right in front of me.
I mean, it's not that I'm saying that people don't.
No.
I'm just saying the data I've collected.
Right. I'm not saying that you said that people don't. I did not say that. I was agreeing
right. Okay.
with the whole peripheral thing and your data analysis and everything. Like I get it, and I understand that, and I agree.
Okay.
But I think that people that do see spirits head on, those whatever they see, phantom, whatever they see, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I think that a lot of people do see those because they're in either a vulnerable state or they are very open to experiencing something like that. I think a lot of closed-minded people, they may end up having an experience later on down the road, but I don't think that they end up fully opening up enough to where they actually see something.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, okay, I see that point.
Yeah, like more closed-minded people, I feel like don't really see anything. More open-minded people that are more vulnerable to their surroundings and everything.
Right. Okay.
Attract more of that. So, yeah. I mean, I agree with you.
Okay.
What you said, but, like, as far as, like, being able to see and stuff. Yes, Veda.
Okay. All right, next question. Why don't you think there's any scientific evidence of the paranormal? I can answer that one really well.
Because it's the unknown.
Okay, so when it comes to science.
But there has been scientific evidence.
No, there hasn't. No, there has not.
Shane was on here and he had evidence that he could not explain.
Okay, whoa. I see what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you.
But you're about to.
But, hang on. Okay, what's the definition of evidence, though? Evidence is actually facts. A book, like, facts. Evidence is facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we talk about science, and if anybody wants to disagree with me. I don't care. It's fine. I don't get butthurt over it. I don't. But when it comes to the paranormal, when it comes to ghosts, when it comes to okay, and you know me, I love UFOs. I love the whole UFO thing. I freaking
that is real though.
Okay, I saw UFOs. I believe I saw 2 UFOs. But do I have evidence that was aliens? Nope. No, I don't. I don't have any evidence whatsoever. I don't have that. I don't have anything. So, but here's the thing. Okay, so let's talk about science. I just don't think when it comes to science, when it comes to scientific evidence, there is no proof, there is no anything that ghosts exist. I just don't think it. Even after all the investigations I've done.
Same with UFOs.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and this is
as much as I love UFOs, as much as I love that, I don't think there's enough evidence that actually says it exists. I mean,
it is unknown. Like, it is something that people are constantly studying.
Correct. Yeah.
Trying to find evidence.
But so back to what you were talking about, Shane. What he has is amazing. What he has is freaking awesome. Don't get me wrong. Yes. Okay. Have I heard it? No, I have not. Do I want to? Yes, I do. But can we say that's evidence? Can we say the word evidence? Can we say the word? No, I don't think we can. But that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. And nothing against Shane, because I think he's an amazing guy. I think what he does, he's a smart dude. He has helped me out with all my technical bullshit, even though because I'm kind of retarded on computers, but that's my opinion, though. That's my part of the spectrum. Everybody else is on a different spectrum. Everybody else is in different parts of it. Okay, and that's fine with me. I don't knock people of that. I will never bash anybody for what they do or for what they tried or for what they do, anything in that manner. But again, that's my opinion. I just don't think there's any evidence whatsoever that ghosts exist whatsoever. I just don't think it, because for example, I've done investigations, and sleep paralysis, just everything, everything that, and again, that's my opinion. I'm not going to knock nobody. I'm not going to bash anybody for what they think or how they do it or whatever. That's fine, but that's my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, next question. Do you think there is any connection between EMF and the so-called spirits? Oh my God, I can so-called answer this one.
What's the question?
Do you think there is any connection between EMF and so-called spirits?
Yes and no.
I can answer that one really. Really easy.
A lot of electrical, like if you have your cell phone out and you have a K2 meter right next to it, it's going to be going haywire, and a lot of people don't realize that. They're like, oh my gosh, it's going off.
Yeah.
Well, right next to your phone, stupid. But
okay.
Same, if there is a lot of electromagnetic energy.
And I think, okay, hang on. I think the question is trying to connect, are ghosts connected to electromagnetic field energy? And I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes.
I don't think there's any connection whatsoever. I don't think there's any connection to ghost and energy, EMF. No, I do not. I think EMF is EMF. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason. K2 meters, EMF meters are used by what? Electricians. Okay? So, if you walk into a house that has high EMF, 9 times out of 10, yeah, but here's the thing though, high EMF can cause what? Nausea. Make you see and hear things. And
that's what I was going to get to.
Right, exactly. And that's why I'm backing up what you're saying. And so, does it have a connection with ghosts? I don't think so. I do
think that I think ghosts feed off of a lot of their energy. You can, they can make. How?
Okay, I don't.
You have to use. Okay, you go to the gym, and you're working out and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're moving weights and stuff. What are you? Using? Your energy.
Yeah.
To move and to manipulate your body and to move stuff. So, we're using energy.
That's muscle.
We're using energy to talk. We're using energy to see, to feel, to everything. For everything.
But what does that have to do with ghosts?
Because they move stuff. They can move stuff. They can speak. They can walk. They can.
Where's the proof? But where's the proof that backs that though?
There's no proof. That's why it's the paranormal. I'm just saying. I have experienced.
Okay, I'm just asking. I mean, because me and you right now, let's put our ideas together. So I'm asking, A skeptic's asking the believer, is there any proof that ghosts are energy? Or
no, there's no proof.
okay,
I have
okay,
experiences to where, yes, I believe that is true.
okay. Well, okay, you're entitled. Okay, that's fine. I mean, no big deal. I'm
That's
just
just my
asking.
answer. That's my answer.
Okay,
I do
okay,
believe
that's awesome.
there is no evidence, there is no proof, but again, this is the paranormal. There's no evidence or proof of
Right,
it.
right.
Um,
Okay.
but
Like I'm saying, I got my opinion, then you got yours. I mean, it just
right, and
that's what makes this podcast freaking awesome.
I respect your opinion, and I agree with your
I
opinion.
love you. You love me.
We're a big paranormal family with a big ghosty
I
butt.
put up with Buzz bullshit.
All right, next question.
Okay. What is pareidoia? Which I already know that one. What is pareidoia and how it might lead people to believe that they see a ghost? I already know that answer.
I don't even know what paranoia is.
I already know that one. I know that one.
All right,
Do
you have
what?
to pick it because I don't know what paranoia is.
Okay, what pareidoia? Pareidoia. What pareidoia is? Okay. Let's say the best definition I can use. Let's say me and you was laying on the ground, okay, and we're looking up at the sky, and we're looking at clouds. Okay, have you ever looked at a cloud and say, "Oh my God, that looks like a duck," or "That looks like a dog," or "That looks like a clown," or whatever? Have you ever done that?
If what? If I looked at a doll or a clown or what?
Okay, have you ever looked up at the clouds
Yeah.
and say that looks like a duck,
Yeah.
or that looks like a dog? Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Or have you looked at the wall? Or have you looked at something or a picture of anything? Oh my God, I see a face. Oh my God, I see a body. Oh my God, I see whatever. Okay, that's pareidoia. Okay, so what pareidoia is? When you look at something and you see a face, dog, cat, whatever, doesn't matter. That's your brain. That is your brain saying, "Holy shit, that looks like a dog. Wow, that looks like a cat. Holy shit, that looks like a face." So, okay, so when ghost hunting people have a photo and they post it on Facebook or they post it on whatever, and they go, "Does anybody see that face? It looks like a ghost." And it's like, no, it isn't. Okay, it is
I've had
basically like,
oh, you don't see that right there, and I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I don't see it.
yeah, okay, so what paranoia is, it's your brain. It is actually your brain telling you that's what something looks like. Okay, so when ghost hunting people does a ghost hunt or whatever, and they start taking pictures and and something pops up. Oh my God, do you see a face? That must be a ghost. No, it's just a freaking whatever. And it's not a face. It's not nothing. It's you seeing a face. Okay, that's what paranoia is. And that's where ghost hunting teams, I think, get
Yeah,
a
I
lot
mean,
of stuff mixed up.
I
And
feel like that it can be your mind just kind of. I mean, yeah,
it's your brain playing tricks on you.
yeah. I mean, Now, don't get me wrong. I think that there is some pictures that it's hard to disprove because you can see it plain as day. But
okay, here's a problem. Whoa. Okay, let's back up a little bit.
There are a
let's
lot of
back up.
I have seen.
Okay, here's the thing. Ghost hunting people, ghost hunting teams. But here's the problem. Here's a problem I got. And you know me, I'm a photographer. Okay? I'm a photographer. I know cameras. I know how cameras work. How many ghost hunting people, how many ghost hunting teams out there will actually say, well, I sent this to a photographer? None. You'll never see it. Why? Because they want to see a ghost. They like the attaboys. They like to pat on the ass.
That proof. They want to have that.
They like pats on the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they want their ego. They're real seeking ego chasers. You know, that's what it is. I mean, you never see them ask a photographer what's wrong with the photo. You'll never see it.
I'll have
never. So next question.
Did you hear me?
Okay.
I said I'll have you look at some of the pictures.
Do what?
I said I'll have you look at some of the pictures I've caught.
I'll be more than happy. Okay. I'll be more than happy to. Okay, Cornelia. Why do you think scientists have never found any evidence that ghosts actually exist? Okay, I think we already answered that one.
Yeah, because it's the unknown. I mean, it's paranormal. It's the unknown.
Because we already answered the proof, non-proof. Yeah, I think, we already answered that one. A good question, though, is, okay, I like that one. I mean, but we already answered it.
Because when people actually say that they have evidence, it's not evidence because it's not.
Yeah.
It's what you think you've caught.
Correct.
Not saying that they're not saying that what they've found is bullshit, but at the same time, well, I don't know how to prove that. If you know how to prove it, then it's facts and it's evidence.
Okay. For example, let me answer. Okay, I'll answer this one. If anybody doesn't know who he is, look up a guy named Dr. Joe Nickell. Dr. Joe Nickell.
What a name drop.
Okay, he's a natural doctor. He's a natural doctor, like, I don't know if he's a scientist, but he calls himself a paranormal investigator. Okay? And I love everything about this guy. I love. And this one makes me the skeptic. This one makes me always done what I do. Okay, look up Dr. Joe Nickell, paranormal investigator, doctor, science community. Okay, so everything this man does, he finds natural explanations, critical thinking, and everything this man has studied, he has never found that ghosts exist. Okay? So look him up. Watch him on YouTube. I love this guy. I would love having him on the podcast. Love the guy. And he's one of the reasons, not every reason, just one of the reasons why I do what I do. And again, natural explanations, critical thinking, that's what this guy does. So, in answer to that question, again, Dr. Joe Nickell, look him up.
I'm trying to find him. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not joking. He's an awesome guy. I mean, really, highly intelligent, really good dude. Okay, next question and last one. Do you think there's any credibility that the paranormal TV shows give ghost hunting in the spirit world?
What?
So,
say it again.
Okay, do you think there's any credibility that the paranormal TV shows give ghost hunting in the spirit world. I kind of see where that's going, but I kind of know how to answer it. Because number one, I don't believe in the spirit world. I don't believe in heaven, hell, religion, demons, angels, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster. I don't believe in none of that shit. And I think ghost hunting TV shows is bullshit. And I think it's all bullshit.
I think
okay, so to answer that one as a skeptic, to answer this question as a skeptic, paranormal TV shows is nothing but entertainment bullshit. YouTubers, paranormal TV shows, YouTubers, it's all bullshit. What you watch is all bullshit. It doesn't go down. It doesn't happen. And they're all fake. They're all crap. Call it what you want. I don't care. I don't think there's such a thing as a spirit world. I don't believe in heaven or hell. I don't believe in angels, demons, none of that. None of it. I don't. But that's my opinion. So I don't think there's any credibility whatsoever. Okay, so what do you think?
Well, I do believe in the spirit world.
That's fine.
I'm very coexist when it comes to different like religions and stuff like that and people's beliefs. I do believe that there is an afterlife. I do believe that there's a good place and a bad place for all of us and our souls when we leave. I also believe in purgatory.
Well, you came from the minor league of Catholicism, though.
Yeah, I believe in purgatory. I believe where souls go.
I had to make a joke of that.
Yeah, I definitely.
Sorry, I had to make a joke.
But I believe that purgatory is like where a lot of like these said locations are that are haunted.
You really believe that?
I believe that that's their purgatory and they're lost.
Okay. Okay.
I do believe that the shows and everything, they are all I don't want to say that they're all bullshit. But I do believe that 90% of it is definitely for entertainment purposes. But as far as like the spirit world,
let me back up. Okay, let me back up what I said though. I mean, okay, Rich Valdez. My friend Rich Valdez. Okay, my friend Rich Valdez, the demonologist, is on the new show. Eli Roth presents The Legion of Exorcists.
Oh my God!
Which I do know Rich, and I do know Bishop James Long. Well, I know of. I don't know the bishop personally, but I know of. And that show is kind of in a league of its own. Kind of in a realm of its own. So I'm not going to put that one in the same category of what I said. Okay, so I want to make that clear. I want to make that part clear. I'm not going to put that show in what I said, but I'm talking about Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters. Ghost Hunters, okay, I'm sorry. I'm disappointed with that show because back in the day, they used to be debunkers. They used to be find natural explanations. And they got away from that because of Ghost Adventures. Because they had to keep up the ratings. So back in the day, they kind of lost their way, and shame on them. They can kiss my ass. So they need to go back to that. They need to go back to doing what they used to do.
Right.
But I'm talking about, Ghost Adventures. And here's the thing about Ghost Adventures, okay? what a lot of people don't know, Zach, Aaron, Nick, what did they used to do before that show started? What were they? What were they before that show started?
They did something with, they were film students or something, weren't they?
They went to film school.
Yeah.
They went to film school. They wanted to do a documentary to get on TV, but didn't know how. Okay, so someone told Zach, do something about ghosts. That asshole was never a paranormal investigator. He was never fucking nothing. Nothing. He was nothing. So he comes up with this documentary, and I'm not knocking his success. I'm not knocking that shit, because I mean, if you're gonna bust ass to get what you want to get out of life, more power to you, man. But he was not what he said he was. And a museum is nothing but a frickin' joke. You know, but what I'm trying to say is, he was a film student. They were film students. They wanted to do movies, documentaries, whatever. So they picked a subject. They picked a subject to get famous, to get on TV. So guess what? He did what he did. And I'm not going to knock that part. I'm not going to knock what he did. But it's not reality. What he did isn't reality. What he is not real. How he got there is real. But what he's doing is not real.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I think the further he got into it, the more he
became a hoax.
No.
He's a king of all hoaxes.
Okay.
He's a bullshit artist. He's a bullshit artist. He is the biggest bullshit artist of all time. And if anybody wants to buy into it, hey, more power to you, but it is what it is. I mean,
I like the show. I love the show, so.
I mean, if anybody likes the show, you like the show. I don't care.
I also like really seeing that the locations I go to, and I'm like, ooh, I definitely want to check that place out. That looks cool as hell, you know. Like,
okay, hang on here. Okay, let's talk about that. That's the one thing that will not, because I'll tell you why. The places he went to, or whatever, all the locations, ghost hunters, ghost adventures, whatever, they go to locations, no matter if the show is bullshit, here's what happens. People would watch it and go, holy shit, I want to go there. So they go to the city. They go to the location. They're spending money at the locations. They're spending money in the city. Going to hotels, spending money. Going to restaurants, spending money. So what's happening? The revenue's going up, helping the city, helping the economy. And not just the economy. I mean, I don't want to go there, but they're helping something. Okay, so the TV shows did. So the TV shows did a little something. Okay, so I'm not going to knock that. You know, I'm not. That's why I don't bash. I kind of bash them, but I kind of don't. Okay. You know, I don't knock anything for somebody's success. Because if you bust ass to get what you want out of life, then you deserve success. You know, that's my opinion. You know, and like Zach, I mean, maybe he's a douchebag. I don't know. I mean, he might be the biggest douchebag on the fucking planet. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't pay my bills. I mean, Zach doesn't pay my bills. He doesn't. You know, he might be a douchebag. I don't know, but the guy set a goal and he got what he wanted out of life. You know, his show might be bullshit. What he's doing is bullshit. It's your choice. It is your choice to follow the bullshit or not follow the bullshit. Okay? That's my point. I don't follow the bullshit. You know? It's your choice to follow if you want to follow it. You know? But it's not my judgment to say, you know, I mean, the guy is doing wrong. Maybe he's doing wrong. I don't know. So that's my opinion. But I mean, it's not my opinion to knock his success.
Right. No, I get it.
I mean, good for him.
I get it.
I mean, good for him.
Right. Well, is that the last question?
Yeah, that was the last one.
So what was the question we're going to come back on next week? Something about parallel universe and paranormal.
Something like it. Something about dimensions.
So keep that.
Okay, we'll go back to it.
And
yeah, we'll go back to it.
For our viewers, that is definitely going to be our highlighted topic for next Friday. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
But it is getting close to 10:30, and I still have to finish some homework, and I have to get up early to make deviled eggs for a Thanksgiving get together tomorrow. So I
had a barbecue. I'm gonna barbecue tomorrow.
Oh God!
I'm doing turkey breast and ribs.
Oh my gosh!
I still need a barbecue for you, don't I?
I'm having ribs tomorrow too. They're actually being. Or no, wait. I think brisket.
They're not mine though. There's not. But you haven't had my brisket, or you haven't had my ribs either.
I have not. So.
I know.
I think you and Kira, we need to have like a bonfire one night or something and do like a.
We do. I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
I miss you two a ton. I really do. I miss you two. I miss you guys so much.
I miss my boy and I miss my girl. So,
I know. I miss you guys a ton. I really do. I miss that place a lot.
I'm glad we were able to do this tonight, dude. And we have been talking.
I know. Me too.
We've been talking for a solid 2 hours.
I know, it's awesome, ain't it?
So, and
I know.
I guarantee you it's probably going to be 2 hours next Friday because that.
I know. I agree.
That question is.
Let's try to get Kira on.
Next Friday? Okay.
Yeah, let's try to get Kira on.
Okay, for sure.
Me, you, and her needs to talk.
Yeah, I'll text her and see if she wants to get on next Friday.
Okay, let's do it.
So,
I miss you guys a ton. I really do.
It was awesome seeing you. I miss your face.
I know. I miss you. I miss you a ton.
So, but we will get.
All right, let's call one night, dear.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to hit up the YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Help out the algorithm. Leave some comments. Do what you got to do. Come on, guys.
Do some more questions for us. Drop them in the comments.
Yeah. Help us out.
Yep.
All right, let's call it a night.
Toodles.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.